Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me again today. If you notice, the surroundings where I am making these videos, the last few videos, this is the new studio. This is my studio. My roommates moved out, and actually the small bedroom has a it's just a small little bedroom, but the light's really good in here, and I kind of like this blank wall, you know, with no distractions or anything. I'll still do some outside videos and get to the beach and stuff, but for around my house, this is a good place. When I was thinking about this video last night and this morning, I was in the process of looking for a roommate. Actually, since this morning, I got an email from somebody I've been corresponding with online that I met through some similar interests that we have, that we've been talking about, that was moving to Costa Rica, and she was coming to this town anyway. And when she found out I didn't have roommates, we furthered the conversation and we started talking about the possibility of her renting one of the rooms here. Well, she has a son that's coming down with her, and you know, I told her it would be fine as long as it's cool with them to live with a third person. So this is a good possibility. So the point I'm getting at is I might have a roommate for this time, but I decided to make the video anyway because this house of mine tends to be I get people that are transitory here, and that's cool because I've had some good roommates. I had a roommate back earlier in the year from Canada, and she was just delightful. We had nothing in common really. Our schedules were totally different. I slept when she was up and vice versa. We didn't hang out as much, but she was a really cool person. My last two roommates, they were only here for 2 months. Didn't see as much of them, but everybody I've had here has been good people, and I enjoy it. And I don't mind this kind of transient thing. I just don't like to have too much time without somebody in the house. So I've mentioned this before, and you know, when this came open this time, I thought about it. And then you know what? I thought I would mention it even though I'm 99% sure I do have a roommate, because she's already told me she's temporary. She may just be 1 month, possibility 2. So we're talking about for sure of October if she comes through. Possibly November, which means I'll be looking again in December. Like I say, I thought about doing this video because I'm always, somebody's always leaving, I'm always looking again, and plus not too many people are just going to drop what they're doing, even if they can conceivably set up a trip to come down here, or set up some time just to go on a sabbatical and get away. So I thought, make the video and just let you guys know that this house, I'm usually in a transition, usually looking for roommates, or will be, if I have somebody now, I'll be looking in the next couple of months. So if this should resonate with anybody, you think maybe a month down the road, 2 months down the road, whenever you might be interested in doing this, get in touch with me. You know, I'm going to start putting an email address out so some of you guys can connect with me, because there's sometimes it's just hard to connect back and forth and have a meaningful dialogue just through the comments. But what I would be looking for is, I mean, this is not in any way, shape, or form trying to charge money other than the fact of what a roommate would pay. My rent here is $600 a month, so splitting that, it would be $300 a month. The expenses, the bills are minimal. You wouldn't pay more than about $60 or $70 in bills. And you'd be living with a like-minded person here in Costa Rica. I have a really good juicer. Don't have anything as far as a blender goes, but if what I'm going to talk about in a couple of seconds pans out, I will be finally getting a Vitamix. I've been raw vegan for about 2 years and 3 months and have been just pining away for a Vitamix, or at least a blend tech ever since. So if this project gets off the ground and I just see that there's potential there, it will give me the boost to go ahead and get that. But anyway, right now I've got a really good juicer, I've got a decent juicer, and access to just, you know, flawless fruits and vegetables, and more organic every day. So, you know, it would be a great time. If some of you see it and they say, well, I like that lifestyle, you know, the winter will be coming up, it's going to be getting cold in most places soon. Maybe you want to get away. Maybe you want to get away for a month. Maybe you want to get away for longer. Just something to think about. Now, if you came down, you'd be living with a like-minded person. I do have my day-to-day, and I do work. So I have to, you know, keep up my day-to-day life, but I'd have a lot of time to hang out, to play, you know, to probably, and I found I had one person that lived here that followed the raw vegan lifestyle, and even though he started eating some cooked food, that's no big, you know, that's no big deal to me. There's a lot of energy when 2 or more people come together in this lifestyle. You just kind of feed off of each other. You don't feel like you're the one making the food all the time. You learn from me, I learn from you. There's just a great synergy there. So yeah, that would be great to share the house. You could even do it for a purpose. I would be more than willing to help you in any capacity that I'm qualified to do it. If you came down to do some sort of a detox, if you came down just to eat really good and clean and good tropical fruits for a month or longer. Whatever your program is, you're in the right spot to live as clean as you want to. In other words, down here, there's no excuses as far as getting fruits and vegetables. I'm starting a new project. The reason I said make food is I'm starting a new project. Actually, I may have mentioned it before, and part of it is procrastination. I own that. I own it and own up to it. But part of it is just simply because I've been so busy and I've kind of been hesitant to jump in, because it's like I could use a little bit of help, but it's not something that I can go out and hire somebody for. It's not somebody I want to make a full partner of what I'm doing, because I just want to try it out for a little while. So if somebody was living with me and they just were interested, it's just going to be making simple stuff, simple juices, simple healthy dehydrated products. I make kale chips. I'm looking to make more crackers and stuff. I'm looking to make some little gourmet low-fat raw vegan pizzas and just general things I can sell at the place where I work right now, because I have a lot of guests coming in, a lot of guests that are, you know, open to eating healthy. Like I've had people there that have asked me questions about my lifestyle because they see me eating bananas and drinking these massive amounts of juice. I've had people that have told me, you know, they didn't go vegan or raw vegan, but they ate a lot better because we had conversations and they saw how I was eating, and a few even like found my name, searched around and watched some videos. So I have a platform for a ministry there where I work, and I need to get it going. Number one, I need a side thing, because right now I'm only working the job I do. It's a consulting thing, and I'm really only about part-time, so I need to do something on the side. I've mentioned before, the owner is a good friend of mine, and he's given me carte blanche before. He said, you know, do your juices, do your healthy stuff, do a workshop there if you want to. So, you know, I've got an opportunity. I need to run with it. I could use a little help, even if it's just sometime, you know, if I needed to get the food dehydrator going, and it might just be something as simple as having somebody here to turn it off. I don't have a timer on mine, you know, so I don't have to physically come back and do it. But anyway, no need to ramble on and on about all the possibilities. That's basically it. You come down to Costa Rica. You don't have, you know, you're not going to drop a ton of money because you've got a place you're coming to. You're not doing, you know, like staying at a hotel or staying at a commercial place where you're going to be paying top dollar. You know, at $300 for splitting the rent, you're paying $10 a night. You're hanging out with somebody that's lived here for 15 years that knows every in and out, knows where to buy fruit on the bulk of your fruit, knows where to get the organic, and has the toys already set up as far as the juicer and, you know, mason jars, ball jars. So basically, if you wanted to, you'd come down here, have a cheap place to stay. We would feed off of each other. We would make food together. We'd make food together for us to eat. I'd hopefully, maybe you want to help me with the food I'm making for my project. And of course you're going to eat some of it. I mean, I'm not looking for anybody to come labor for me or be slave labor or anything. It would be something like, you'd probably be bugging me when I was going to make something again so you could eat some of it. But anyhow, that's out on the table. If anybody should be interested, let me know, make a comment, and I can give you an email address. I'm going to try to remember after I publish this to put my email address down, because anybody that wants to start a dialogue on things about this lifestyle or just on anything interesting in general, you're free to write me anytime. I just connected with a person that subscribes to my channel this morning. because I reached out to her because, you know, she always makes really nice comments, really informative comments, intelligent comments, and I just wanted to be able to interact with her beyond just the back and forth of a comment. So, I mean, you know, any of you guys that feel like getting in touch, I'd be more than happy. Time permitting on this, be happy to do Skype calls with any of you also. That I might have to, if you were ever to be interested and you said, hey, yeah, let's do a Skype call, just don't get your feelings hurt like or think I'm ignoring, because sometimes I can't actually, you know, I can write an email at any time. I can do that at 3 o'clock in the morning. I can do it when I get to it. Sometimes I have to carve out a quiet time to do a Skype call. But I'd really love to talk, interact with more of you, and if anybody out there wants to make a life change, I'd really like to meet somebody that's ready to jump off, and get out of that normal way of life and come see what it's like in the tropics for a while. Anyhow, thanks for joining me this afternoon. If you like this one, give it a thumbs up. Maybe share this one, because who knows, maybe I'll get like I say, I'll get the word out there to some like-minded people. The internet can be a lot of crap out there, but I've also made some very meaningful connections in the raw vegan world, the yoga world, and just some other cool groups and interests that I mingle in. Anyhow, have a great day, and thanks for watching. Peace.